Well, Donald Trump reportedly asked Volodymyr Zelensky whether Ukraine could strike Moscow during a call on July 4, as the president grows increasingly frustrated with Russia. But Trump appeared to brush away the idea today.
Should Zelensky target Moscow or deeper into Russia?
No, he shouldn't target Moscow.
Are you on Ukraine's side now?
No, I'm on nobody's side. I'm on no.
Why?
I want to. You know the side I'm on? Humanity's side. I want to stop the killing of thousands of people a week. I want to stop the killing.
Joining me now to discuss this and more is Strategic Analysis Australia Director Michael Shoebridge. Michael, thanks for joining me. What do you make of this report that Donald Trump asked Ukraine if it could strike Moscow? What is he preparing for?
Well, Danica, I think it was all about Trump's frustration with Putin boiling over. And some good has come from that because he's opened up the supply of critical defensive weapons like Patriot counter-missile interceptors for Ukraine. But his core position is he doesn't want the war continuing, and he thinks Ukraine striking Moscow is only going to prolong the war. I'm not sure that's right, but that seems to be what Trump is thinking.
Well, what does it say more broadly about Trump's growing frustration with China? We know that the US has already resumed arms with Ukraine. How do you see this playing out? Because I note that a lot of Russian state media is laughing this off, that they're not taking Donald Trump's threats seriously.
Well, they're probably right to, because he's made threats before, like he's going to put a whole lot of new sanctions on Russia and on countries buying Russian oil, but he hasn't ever followed through. He said he's given Putin 50 days to agree to a ceasefire or he'll put 100% sanctions on Russia. But I think he's still got a credibility problem there. And the reaction in Ukraine is 50 days. Well, if he was serious, he'd be doing it now. So the problem is he's flip-flopped so much around Ukraine and given Putin so many free passes, Russia isn't taking him seriously.
No, they're clearly not. So I'm very curious to see how this one plays out. Let's turn to Israel now. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's governing coalition is fracturing after an ultra-Orthodox party, United Torah Judaism, quit. What could this mean for the war in Gaza and a potential ceasefire? Well,
this by itself, if nothing else happens, leaves Netanyahu with a one-seat majority in the parliament in Israel. So if he loses another coalition partner, and there are more ultra-Orthodox parties in his governing coalition, then he would be in minority government. That could happen, and this is all about the ultra-Orthodox not wanting to have to do military service, which they haven't had to for decades. But the rest of the Israeli society is saying, why are we sending our sons and daughters into the war and the ultra-Orthodox are immune?